Hello, we're back again. Welcome back to the Just Love podcast.
We're back with another video.
What are we going to talk about today?
Vacations.
Vacations. Because we just went on one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have two surprise guests today. All right, first we're going to have my closest in age. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Jason.
All right. And who are you to all of us?
I'm your son.
Oh.
And I'm your brother.
Yes.
Correct.
Brooklyn's twin brother, Jason. And then who else do we have in the room?
Oh, hi, I'm Haley. I'm Brooklyn's older sister and Jason's older sister.
Yes.
And I am your daughter.
Yes, you are. Very cool. Welcome to our podcast. So our listeners have had a chance to learn a little bit about me and Brooklyn. Jason, why don't you tell us something about yourself and get to know you a little bit?
I play tennis.
You enjoy tennis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. How about you, Haley? Tell us something about you.
I do show choir. That's it.
That's all you do?
Oh, and I'm 16.
And you're 16, so that means you
I drive
drive.
my siblings around.
You're like the family taxi?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Do you enjoy driving?
Yeah.
Has the fun worn off at this point?
Yes.
It looks like it. Is it becoming more of a chore now than fun?
Yeah, probably.
Oh. All right. Jason, do you get nervous riding with Haley in the car?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, she's kind of a bad driver, but...
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
What about you, Brooklyn?
What about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're singing just makes you seem like...
You literally are singing too.
I know, but I'm not the one driving.
You can sing and drive at the same time.
I don't know, but you sing with your eyes closed.
No, I don't.
Wait, if you sing with your eyes closed, then you sing while you drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I
all
don't
right.
sing with my eyes closed.
All right. I guess we'll get on to news, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Today, let's talk about what all the news is talking about, which is the upcoming election.
Midterms.
Midterm elections.
Ooh la la.
What do you guys...
is that?
Huh?
When even is that?
Early November. I don't know the date.
Oh.
It's the first Tuesday in November, I believe.
Ooh, wait.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Or maybe the second Tuesday?
It's the
If
first
it's the first
Tuesday
Tuesday,
in
then it's the
November,
first.
Oh.
unless Tuesday is the first day of November.
Tuesday is the first day of November.
And Tuesday's not the first day, so it's going to be like the 8th or
It's
something
going to
like
be the
that.
second Tuesday.
It
of
will be
November.
the 7th,
Second.
actually.
The 7th would be Monday. If the first is a Tuesday.
Fine.
Wait, what?
Jason, what do you think about Dr. Oz? He's running for a seat this year. What do you think about like famous people being in elections or running for politics?
Oh, I mean, if it's like The Rock, like, I don't think he should run because
Oh, really?
he doesn't have experience with, like, I guess, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, a doctor or somebody like that,
Yeah.
he'll have, like, a little bit of experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he's free to run.
Yeah, I guess. What do you think, Haley, about famous people?
Honestly, I have no idea who that is. I've heard of him.
Dr. Oz?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Isn't he
Like,
a
I've seen
superhero
his,
from
like, I've seen
Spider-Man?
one of his shows.
Huh.
Or I saw that one show on TV.
Yeah.
What is it called? The Dr.
Oz
Oz show?
Show.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Oz show. But, I mean, I don't really know what he does. Is he a real doctor?
He is a real doctor.
Oh.
And I think he got popular because he was like the guest doctor that would always come on one of the big talk shows like Oprah or something.
Like Dr. Phil?
Well, he's his own doctor. Maybe it was Dr. Phil. I don't remember which show.
No, like Dr. Phil has doctors come on there.
Yeah. But he was like the same doctor that came on every time. So I think he started to get real popular. And then he broke off and had his own show.
Mm.
So do you think that's an unfair advantage that they've like been on TV?
Yes.
and so people like know them in their TV role.
Yes.
I mean, we saw how Kanye turned out. He didn't even get in the final two.
Wait, is his name still Kanye?
No, it's like
Yee.
Yeah, so
Yee.
he was on the news this morning, and it said something like
Or like yay or something.
many.
I'm still gonna call him Kanye because I cannot remember Yee.
It said a bunch of companies were pulling their endorsements, and it said
Yeah,
pulling
Adidas.
endorsements of Yee.
Oh,
and I was
because
like,
he
what?
owned Yeezys.
Yeah, they're gonna stop making Yeezys, I think.
Yeah. Oh.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why?
He changed his name for
You
nothing.
look so worried, Haley.
Haley, you don't even wear Yeezys.
I know,
What are
but
you?
like that. I feel like that's a really big like shoe brand.
Is
They're
that
expensive?
is it its own brand or is it part of Adidas or something?
I mean, I don't really know.
Or like whatever it
I
is. I,
think
feel
it's,
like it's
part,
really
it's
big.
just like a branch off of Adidas.
Oh.
Like Adidas owns it.
Well, it's going away. I saw the news this morning. They're
Well,
pulling.
Did he
Endorsements.
change his name to Yee because of Yeezys, or is it just coincidence?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't keep up with my Yee news very well,
Yeah.
but I need to start.
So now his name
apparently.
is Yee West.
I don't know if he has a last name. I think it's just Yee.
Yee.
I think you have to actually sing it like Yee. Go ahead, try Brooklyn.
No.
Come on.
Yee.
Jason?
Yee.
Okay, that was pretty good.
No.
Haley?
No.
You're the only one here that does show choir. You should do
Yeah.
it. That was it?
That was my best.
That was like a burp.
You are a buzzkill.
Good.
I recently found out that was about drinking.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I said that around mommy, and she was like, "Brooklyn, don't say that. That's like when people don't want to drink." And I was like, "What?" I've been saying that to like all my
She
friends.
says that all the time.
I say that all the time. I thought it was just like a party pooper.
Oh my goodness. Okay, moving on.
Yeah. mhm.
I think we'll move on to our next subject. So today we just got back off of vacation. So we're gonna talk some vacation do's and don'ts.
Yes.
Everybody's come up with some ideas, and so Brooklyn, why don't you start with one of your do's or don'ts and explain?
All right, let's start off with the do's first. And then we'll tell you about the don'ts. Okay, so do I tell all my do's or just one?
Just do one.
Okay. I would say definitely snorkel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, wait, hold on. First of all,
We got to set the stage.
we're mainly talking about the Virgin Islands, which is where we went.
Yes.
And it was awesome there. Highly recommend. But some of these will also apply to like other places. But for snorkeling, I would really recommend that for like the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. We went to the island of St. Thomas,
And it was
and we also went to St. John one day. So all in all, it was pretty cool.
I recommend staying at St. John if you're gonna go.
That's a good do. Yeah.
You didn't like staying in St. Thomas?
What did
No,
you?
I liked it. It was just sorry.
What did you think about St. John? Like, why would you stay there over St. Thomas?
I think St. John just seemed like cleaner.
I think like the
And,
beaches
like-
are more clear.
Yeah,
beaches are more clear.
well, the one beach we went to out of the like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Wait, 2 or 3 in St.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
The one in St. John was just like clearer, and there's less people there.
There was. We caught it at the right time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
The beach, like sand, seems like whiter
yeah,
and like thinner.
I feel like the water was a little bit clearer too.
You think so?
Like, or
Yeah.
maybe not clear, just more like teal. Like it just was a very
Yeah.
pretty color.
I mean, it also
Yeah.
rained there, so if it didn't rain,
Yeah,
that probably.
But the
would've
rain
been-
was still awesome. That was fun to swim in the rain.
that was pretty cool.
hmm
What about you, Jason? What do you think?
A do.
Yeah.
I would probably say walk around downtown.
Okay. Tell us more
like
about
the downtown that they have,
that. Mm-hmm.
because there's like ice cream stands and just cool places to eat.
Yeah. When so you're talking about when we went souvenir shopping, like that downtown, or a different part?
No, like the downtown where Hooked was.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, we stayed on the east,
Something like that.
west side of the island. I don't even remember.
I don't know.
East from west.
We stayed on the opposite of the airport.
We
Like,
stayed in Red Hook.
Yeah.
Which whatever side of the island that's
Which
on.
side does the sun set?
The west.
So we stayed on the east side.
Did we? Gosh, I'm so turned around. I feel like looking at the map, we stayed on the west, but I think you're right. So, yeah, okay. Sorry for that little dovetail, but yeah. We stayed near Red Hook, and the Red Hook downtown was very small.
Yeah.
Like you drive right through it, but we did see like a high school, and there were some cool little shops and restaurants and a harbor right there where all the boats were coming in and people were getting off for the day. It's pretty cool.
And a couple of cruise ships that came in.
Yeah, they didn't come into Red Hook, but yeah, they came into the island while we were there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the heaviest day was what, 13,000 passengers?
Yeah, so many.
Yeah.
Which is a fourth of their population, like a little bit more than a fourth of their population on the
true.
actual island.
That's crazy. Yeah, I would say one of my dues is rent a car for two reasons. One, it allowed us to get around the island and not rely on like the taxi service, which I've heard is not bad, but we didn't try it out. But the second reason I would say rent a car is you get to drive on the left side of the road, which was pretty intense. What'd you guys think of that?
That was scary.
Yeah, it was different.
It was weird. Well, because, like, I was in the back seat, so I wasn't actually driving. But, like, I think it wasn't weird to be actually on the road because, like, there's roads here that, like, don't you drive on the left side, like, if it's going both ways, right? Like, where it's just two, and then you, like, drive, and it's just, like, one way.
No. Where are you
Hold on,
talking
what?
about?
Are you
Like
talking about a
what- like-
one-lane road?
Yeah, like
Like
when
one
everybody's
way?
going the same way. There's multiple lanes. And
Yeah, you can be on the left side of a road when it's
Yeah.
one way, yeah.
But that's not the same.
anyway, and it was just the weird part was just the turns. That was just the turns.
Yeah, the turns were
Yeah.
probably the most
'Cause
difficult
you
part.
go left on red and right on the arrow,
Yeah,
which is weird.
which made like finding the turn lane
Yeah.
different because it's in a different spot than you would expect. And then when you're looking for traffic coming through the intersection, it's like you're looking at the wrong. It was just, wow. It was an experience, but it was fun.
But don't let that stop you from going there because it was not that big a deal. I mean, we were like all freaking out in the car, like, "Oh my gosh, this is so weird!" But, like,
Yeah, that's why it's on my do list because it was kind of cool to drive on the wrong side of the road.
One
What
of my
about-
don'ts, though, is if you're going to rent a car, do not leave your wet stuff in the car. It is so humid there. And if you leave your wet stuff in the car, okay, we made the mistake of doing that, and it smelled wretched in that car. It was absolutely awful.
it smelled like somebody
It
died
was
in there.
so bad. Like, we left our damp stuff in there. It was absolutely nasty. Do not leave your wet stuff in the car.
Wretched is probably an understatement,
Yeah.
you think?
I mean, it was horrendous.
Horrendous, wretched. What about you, Brooklyn? Do you have a adjective?
It was bad.
Bad. That's good.
What a good purple word.
Thank you.
A purple word?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's what they call it at school when you have a good word,
Oh,
a descriptive
A
word.
big word.
bad.
Purple words.
What about a don't, Jason?
One of my don'ts is probably don't pay for the expensive food there. Like, try to find the less expensive. Because, I mean, for 3 tacos, it was, what, $25?
Yes.
Per person.
Yeah, a person, so we had
Yeah.
$100 lunch one day.
Yeah, that was a little surprising. That was on my don't list too. Is don't forget to stop at the grocery store when you get there, because the grocery prices are bad too, but they're not as bad as eating out.
Yeah, like we got like maybe 3 meals or something for the price of that one taco meal.
Yeah.
And all of our meals were like about 100-ish,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
For 4 people.
And, I
4
mean,
people.
the tacos were good, but
They were.
shouldn't be that expensive.
They were really good.
I
Dude,
keep
they were
telling.
so expensive because it was the only place you could get food like
Yeah,
within
it was the one
a
truck
driving.
there.
Like it was.
Yeah, they have you captive. Because that was when we were at St. John. You drive like through the rainforest. It felt like to get to this bay. We went to Maho Bay.
Because if you leave, like, can't you have to pay me to get back in, right?
No, you could have driven away, but the next restaurant was probably 20, 30 minutes away.
Yeah, so
Up
it
those
just
windy
wasn't
roads.
Worth it of
Yeah.
That, so
Yeah, they've got you captive for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Who's got another do?
me. All right, Wait. Let me think of how to phrase this.
Okay.
Do things that you're like you don't know if you should, because like I'm not the biggest traveler. I don't really like flying on planes or going to other countries, but although like the Virgin Islands technically is part of America, like they still have an accent and they drive alongside the road and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like just do things that you're not usually comfortable with, because I mean it turned out to be super awesome and fun, and I don't know, it was just new. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something different. Get out of your comfort zone.
yeah.
Which is what we tried. I thought it was really cool.
Okay, one of my do's, actually my only one that I can think of, is go to a different beach every day.
Yes.
Because we went, so like the day we got there, we only had like half a day, so we went to the beach by the place we were staying, and then we went to like a different beach every day after that, and on the last day we went back to the same beach, which was fine because like we hadn't had time to explore it yet. But I think if we had like gone to the same beach every day, I don't think we would have necessarily like seen everything, because there was like so much to see there. But I think it was just cool because we saw like different animals and different like things at each beach. Like they each had their own like really cool thing about them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like one beach had a bunch of turtles, one beach had a bunch of starfish, one beach had a squid.
Stingrays.
Yeah.
Rays, yeah.
And
Yeah.
a couple of the beaches had reefs, which we
Yeah.
explored, I think, a couple of those reefs.
Also,
Yeah.
there is jellyfish, but they're big enough to be visible. So, like, you'll be able to see them. Like, they also aren't in, like, big pods. Like, they're just, like, one singular one, like, just floating at the bottom.
Yeah.
They are clear though.
But they
And-
have, like, little red thingies. They're weird.
Well, and then how about that first day we were there? Remember we went out and we were getting
Oh
like
yeah.
weird stinging sensations?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was
think-
weird.
Some
Okay, this
micro
is-
jellyfish.
And then
Yeah.
come to find out there's something known as micro jellyfish, which
You can't see.
I
You can't see.
researched it on Google.
yeah.
Who knows how trustworthy that was, but I'm still gonna say it. So I researched it, and it said it was like jellyfish larva or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and that they get underneath your swimsuit and like on your skin, and they like rub
Ew.
against your skin and like irritate you, and it felt like a bunch of little like pricks on your skin. It was not very
It was
comfortable.
Yeah.
not, like, excruciating pain. It was just, like,
Yeah.
uncomfortable. It was, like, I don't think we could have probably stayed in it and enjoyed it for a long time. But, like,
Yeah.
once you left that part of the water, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like, it went away.
And the crazy thing is, if you really, really looked, you could kind of see them, but it almost just looked like, I don't know how to explain it, like a ripple in the water.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have the developed part of the mature jellyfish where you could see the lining and the tentacles. It just
Oh, you're
looked,
talking about those jellyfish?
the little micro ones. Remember the first day that we could barely
Oh,
see?
those were not micro jellyfish. Those are real ones.
The first day?
Yeah.
No, they were micro jellyfish.
Were they?
Yeah, we looked them up,
Yeah.
Oh.
and it looked just like it on the pictures in Google.
Okay, well those ones you could see. The ones I was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
those you could not see.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be interesting. They're getting in your clothes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the ones that we were like feeling at that one beach.
Yeah.
Remember when it was like stinging all over us?
Oh, that was the first full day we were there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So just to give our listeners some context, the first day we stayed near Sapphire Beach. So when we flew in, we got in early afternoon and we went and explored a little bit. The second day we went to Magen's Bay. Magen's Bay.
Yeah.
That's where we saw tons of turtles, stingray. That's where I think you guys were hitting some of those invisible jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little.
It was like pros and
Jellyfish
cons at
larvae.
each beach.
Yeah.
Like you either had a lot of turtles, which that was the main thing I really liked seeing was turtles.
Mm-hmm.
It's like at the Megan's Bay, you had a bunch of turtles, but you also couldn't go out too far because of the little jellyfish thing.
Yeah. And then second full day, we went to, that's when we took the ferry to St. John. And we went to Maho Bay, which was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
I highly
It was
recommend it.
Beautiful.
That was definitely my favorite one.
I think my
Yeah.
favorite was, I don't know. I liked seeing the turtles,
Yeah.
but I feel like there was nothing at the Maho Bay that I could touch. Even though I'm not really supposed to touch turtles, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yes, disclaimer: don't touch the turtles. You're apparently not supposed to do that. We didn't know, and we weren't hurting them.
Yeah, we were just touching their shell lightly.
Yeah.
Just
Very
giving them a
light.
little pat
Yes.
pat.
We did not know that. So if you're gonna go, don't touch the turtles.
Yeah, because we got out and we just saw a bunch of signs. Don't touch the turtles; they'll all die.
Jason, do you remember what
Did not see
there was supposed to be at Maho Bay that we didn't see?
Oh, sharks?
Yeah.
Wait, there was?
Do you remember what kind of sharks?
Nurse sharks, right?
Nurse sharks, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
No, we
that.
didn't see any nurse sharks.
Yeah, the reviews on Yelp said that there was nurse shark.
But those reviews
That
said it
lived
was
there.
also like covered in turtles.
Tons of
We only
turtles.
saw one turtle
Yeah, we saw
there.
one.
We saw way more turtles at Megan's Bay.
Yeah.
But like, don't be scared of the sharks because I mean we didn't see any. But like, it just said on Yelp that they're peaceful. If you don't touch
Mhm.
them, they're not gonna touch you.
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Nurse
Very
sharks
fun.
are not dangerous
Yeah.
unless
I mean,
you
if you
irritate
like
them.
hit it,
Mhm.
it's gonna bite you.
Yeah, and then the third day we went back to Sapphire Beach because it was close and it was our last day. And they have a beautiful, beautiful reef with
Oh,
tons of
yes.
coral, and we saw tons of fish.
And me and Haley, we went like far out and we saw a turtle eating a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I saw one doing that too.
Eating a jellyfish. Wait, isn't that when you guys saw? No, it was Maho Bay. Thought you saw a barracuda.
A
Oh,
baby
yes.
barracuda.
Really? Oh, it was a baby.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
That was a
I
little
kept on
tiny
seeing these
one.
little like lizard-looking things. They're like
Uh-huh.
white, with little like light orange tan on their back.
Yeah.
Oh, and they were like burrowing under the sand.
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
were like lizards, but they didn't have like arms. They just had like 4 sets of like fins.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
Oh, I think I
They
know
were,
what you're
and they
talking
had like
about.
long tails. They looked like lizards just with fins. It was weird.
Yeah.
Those things were cute.
And wait, where did we see the starfish? Because that was another thing.
That was
at
at Maho?
Yeah, Maho Bay.
Maho Bay. Yeah.
Also, if you're gonna stay or go to Sapphire Beach, you should probably bring like water shoes, or if you're gonna
Mhm.
have like flippers, then wear them because there's a lot of rocks. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily like sharp, but it was just not very comfortable to get in and out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you're in the water, it's fine, but it's just like right there,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
at the beginning when you're like first getting in, it hurts.
But I mean, I recommend that at all the beaches though, because there was rocks everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
There
just
wasn't a ton of rocks at the
Sapphire
other
Beach was the
like
worst.
beaches,
Right.
just at that one. But there was rocks, like
Yeah.
it's not a ton.
Also, we saw an octopus in the reef, too.
That's right.
And a
yeah.
stonefish.
And a stonefish,
It was
which I didn't even know was.
That is
Is that the one
scary.
that's highly poisonous?
Yeah, if you step on a stonefish, it's like so poisonous. I think it can like kill you or something.
They can kill
Yeah,
like 20 men
wow.
or something like that.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
And just for our listeners too, we bought brand new snorkel gear right before we left. Like on Amazon, it was $35 something like that,
Worked great.
for a set, fins, a snorkel, and a mask. And you guys used that stuff a ton.
Yeah, and it was great. And you can use it in your swimming pool too.
That's
You can be
right.
the cool kid with flippers and a snorkel on.
Yeah. I would highly suggest getting your own sets before you go, because a lot of the places that I looked at for us to stay all said, oh, we have snorkel gear here.
And that's just disgusting. Like your mouth is all in that, you're breathing. Like that's not sanitary.
We were spitting all over our goggles to get the fog out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was gross. Also, I would recommend getting something to keep your goggles not fogged, because mine were fogging up so much. We tried
Mhm.
toothpaste, it just wasn't really working.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
like if it does fog up, it's not that big of an like inconvenience, but it's just helpful
Sure.
to have something.
The
like that.
toothpaste helped a little.
Not for mine. It made it
Oh.
worse.
Well, for
Yeah.
mine, it helped.
I think it worked for a couple of us, but
Yeah.
maybe we didn't do
Also-
yours right.
Either bring life jackets or like
Oh yes.
Yes.
I mean they're kind of annoying to bring because you have to go on a plane, so like that takes up a lot of space. But either like get them there or bring them, because you can go out a lot further and like stay out for a lot longer with a life jacket on.
Yeah,
For
because
sure.
then when
A
you
lot
get
better.
tired of like flapping and doing whatever, and you don't even have to put it on. Like I was just sitting on my like a horse, like.
and we
then-
saw people out there with pool noodles.
Yeah.
Like that'd be a good.
Anything that floats. It's just a good idea
Yeah.
because you
It-
you get
yeah.
tired, and at certain points it would just randomly start raining, and then the waves would kind of pick up a little bit.
Yeah, it
It's just
did.
easier.
It did allow us to snorkel a lot longer.
We went out like really, really, really far.
Yes.
It was getting to where like it didn't get like deep that quickly,
Hmm.
but we got out to where it was probably like 20 feet deep, at least.
Yeah.
And it's just like you don't realize that you're getting out that far because you just keep swimming like along the reef and stuff.
Right.
And you like don't realize it, and then you look back and you're like, the shore looks so far away. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but
if you
also-
do that and you like get tired, then it's gonna be a kind of a long swim back. So
Yeah.
I would recommend getting flippers because like don't just get the snorkeling or but yeah, snorkeling. I was about to say no scuba diving. Yeah, snorkeling. Like I would get the flippers because they were so much helpful. Like I have been wearing them, and then on the last day I like took them off just to like swim around, and I felt like I was going nowhere.
Yeah.
So they really do help, and it's just it makes it way faster to get out there, look at what you're looking at, and
Yeah.
uh,
I forgot to ask you, Jason. Did you see that cheese that had been working out?
No.
The dude was shredded. Yes.
it's the fact that like I knew exactly what you're doing right.
I
I was not
know.
expecting
He
that.
didn't know. but
You
this-
knew I was setting it
I
up.
thought-
Sorry,
oh.
that's our traditional dad joke that I have to put in like to the middle of our commentary.
Yeah.
Anyway, the last thing I'll probably hit before we wrap up is the worst part of the trip for me, which is my don't,
Oh,
and that
no.
is don't forget bug spray.
and
We were
itch
so-
cream.
And yes, and some itch cream. We were so focused on sunblock because our last vacation to Anna Maria Island in Florida,
We burnt.
we
like
it was
tomato.
cloudy the first 2 days, and the sun came out the last day, and we were not ready, and we burnt so bad. So we were putting on 50 SPF sunblock every day. We did so good, but we did not put on.
And we didn't even have to buy any because like there was literally an entire drawer packed with a bunch
Yeah,
of sunblock.
but I think we counted. I had over 200 bug bites.
Oh, yeah.
I had 100.
From
Wait,
the one day.
I had 105.
Yeah.
I had 50 on my. I had more than 50 on my legs. I just didn't finish counting them. That's not even counting like my back and my arms and like everything.
I had like 25 in all.
Yeah.
You only had 25.
Yeah.
Huh.
What?
This is something with like your blood, like iron.
Yes.
What?
Something.
Yeah, that was on I think
It was on
CNN
CNN.
today.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, in school. It was like they did a test on what people like attract bugs and what people don't.
I've heard that.
It was something like iron or
And I attract bugs really bad, so I think
yeah.
It
the
was
parts
like
of my
even
blood
to
that you
us.
guys
It
got.
was
Sorry.
like the oil on your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that, or your scent.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would bring bug spray. And it wasn't mosquitoes. That's the tricky part. We had no idea we were getting eaten alive. They were called
No
Sand
scams.
fleas.
no-see-ums. So a lot of you beachgoers probably already know what those are, but I had no idea. And they're the tiniest. They look like little tiny gnats.
Yeah.
And you can feel them when they bite, but you just think, oh, it's a little gnat. It's no big deal. And then the next day,
You got this
Pops up.
huge
Yeah.
mosquito bite looking thing,
it's like I had the chicken pox
and
again.
it's so bad. I got a don't that I need to warn them about.
Okay.
Okay, do not get sand in your rental car because all of you are going to be, if you're going there, you're going to be going to the same airport because there's only one airport.
Yeah.
And the rental car thing there, if you go back with like sand in your car or anything, then you're gonna have to pay for them to clean it, like a lot of money.
Mhm.
So either go to somewhere to get it vacuumed out, and that worked for us, or like some of them will have floor mats and just shake them out, or like put down a plastic bag, like just anything to make it easier on yourself to clean it out.
Do something. Yep.
I agree, but I would also say don't stress out about it and be like, oh my gosh, there's sand in the car,
Yeah, like
because you can vacuum it out. They have vacuums. I mean, they're not like the best,
Yeah.
most.
Or easy to find.
Yeah, they're not very easy to find. There's like 2 car washes on the whole island.
Two on the whole island.
But
crazy.
like, don't super stress about it because like there is vacuums. You can like vacuum it out.
And we like when we vacuumed ours out, like ours was covered in sand. But when we vacuumed ours out, it wasn't all like out, but they still were like
Yeah.
it's fine.
We got most of it. So
Yeah.
This is kind of a random thing, but they also had wild chickens and iguanas.
that's right. We didn't talk about that.
The iguanas were so cool.
I mean, there was like 7 in the backyard of the place we were staying.
The condo.
And they
Yeah.
were just sitting there.
Just everywhere. And they're huge. They say they get as long as 6 feet,
Yeah.
which like their bodies were probably every bit of 2 or 3 feet, and the tails were super long.
Yeah.
And like instead of having signs that say like don't feed the birds and squirrels, they have signs that say don't feed the iguanas and the chickens.
Yeah. But like the chickens, they're just like everywhere. They're like
Yeah.
on top of cars and
Yeah.
The iguanas like hang out mostly in like by the beaches. Like I didn't see anywhere like more towards the middle of the island. I just saw a lot outside, but like.
Do you have a Bible verse to share with us?
Oh yes, I do.
All right.
Hold
Are you
on.
gonna share
While
it?
she's pulling that up, Jason and Haley,